As the night sky blankets the world, a lonely figure emerges from the darkness. The moon, hanging low in the sky, casts a strange glow that sends chills down your spine. You stand there, gazing up at this celestial body, wondering what secrets it holds within its depths. What do we really know about the moon? How did it form, and what mysteries does it hold? Is there any sign of life on moon? Is there water on moon? Can life on Earth survive without the moon? Let's take a journey through the complete history of the moon, from its formation to the present day, exploring its mysteries and shedding light on some of the most fascinating questions about our closest celestial neighbor. Formation of the moon. The moon is thought to have formed around 4.5 billion years ago, not long after the formation of the solar system. The prevailing theory is that a Mars-sized object collided with Earth, sending debris into orbit around our planet. Over time, this debris coalesced into the moon we see today. But questions remain about the precise details of this collision. How did it happen, and what was the nature of the object that collided with Earth? Some scientists believe that the impact was a glancing blow, with the object skimming off the top of Earth's atmosphere before settling into orbit. Others think that the object hit Earth head-on, creating a catastrophic impact that would have destroyed both the object and much of Earth's surface. One thing is clear, the moon's formation was a violent and cataclysmic event that had a profound impact on the evolution of our planet. The moon's early history. In the early years of its existence, the moon was a much more active and dynamic place than it is today. Volcanic activity was widespread, and massive lava flows covered much of the surface. The moon's crust was also still cooling, which led to frequent seismic activity. But over time, the moon's activity slowed, and it settled into a more static state. The last known eruption on the moon occurred around 1 billion years ago, and since then, the surface has remained largely unchanged. The early history of the moon is still a mystery despite this relative calm. For instance, the existence of maskins, areas of the moon's surface with stronger gravitational pull than the rest of the moon, has long puzzled astronomers. Although the precise makeup of these regions is yet unknown, it is believed that these maskins are brought on by dense patches of material located deep inside the moon. Exploration of the moon. The moon has long captivated humans, and it was one of the first celestial bodies that we dispatched spacecraft to investigate. The first soft landing on the moon was made by Luna 9 of the Soviet Union's Luna program on February 3, 1966. A few months later, the United States adopted a same strategy with the Surveyor 1 mission. But it was the Apollo program that truly opened up the moon to exploration. From 1969 to 1972, a total of 12 astronauts landed on the moon and conducted scientific experiments and observations. The Apollo missions provided us with a wealth of information about the moon's geology, composition, and history, and they remain one of the greatest achievements in the history of space exploration. But even with all that we have learned from the Apollo missions, the moon still holds many mysteries. For example, scientists are still trying to understand the origins of the moon's unusual magnetic field, which is much weaker than Earth's and has a peculiar pattern of variations. Some researchers think that the field is generated by residual magnetism left over from the moon's early history, while others believe that it is caused by the interaction between the solar wind and the moon's surface. Is there any sign of life on moon? While the harsh conditions on the lunar surface make it an inhospitable environment for most forms of life as we know it, there is still much to explore and uncover when it comes to the potential for life on the moon. The regions of the moon's poles that are always in darkness are considered one of the most promising places to explore for signs of life. Due to their location, these regions are protected from the sun's harmful radiation and have a stable temperature which could create a habitat that is suitable for microbial life to exist. Recent missions to the Moon have also discovered water on the lunar surface, including the NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter and India's Chandrayaan-1. This discovery has sparked further interest and speculation that the Moon could potentially hold life. Despite these tantalizing clues, any potential signs of life on the Moon would likely be extremely difficult to detect. The harsh conditions on the lunar surface mean that any life forms would need to be highly specialized and adapted to survive in such an environment. This could include microbes that are capable of surviving extreme temperatures and radiation exposure, or organisms that have evolved to live in the absence of water and atmosphere. Despite efforts to date, no conclusive proof of life on the Moon has been discovered yet. However, the exploration continues with advancements in techniques and technologies by scientists. Their aim is to investigate the composition of the Moon's surface and to discover evidence of life, or at least to gain a better understanding of the Moon's potential as a habitat for life. The search for life on the Moon is an ongoing process, and scientists remain hopeful that they will uncover some form of life or signs of its existence in the future. Importance of Moon for survival of life on Earth. Moon has played an essential role in the evolution and survival of life on Earth. Without the Moon, life on our planet would be very different, and it is difficult to imagine how we would have come to exist in our current form. One of the most critical functions of the Moon is its gravitational pull on Earth. The Moon's gravity is responsible for the tides in our oceans, which in turn play a vital role in the ecosystem of our planet. Tides bring nutrients and oxygen to coastal regions, allowing a diverse range of marine life to thrive. Without the Moon's gravitational pull, the tides would be much weaker, potentially leading to a less diverse and less resilient ecosystem. But the Moon's importance doesn't stop there. The Moon's gravitational pull also stabilizes the tilt of the Earth's axis, which is responsible for our planet's seasons. Without this stabilization, our planet's climate would be much more chaotic, with extreme temperature swings and potentially devastating consequences for life on Earth. The future of lunar exploration. Despite the tremendous amount of information that we have already gathered about the Moon, there is still much more to be learned. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of interest in lunar exploration, with several countries and private companies planning missions to the Moon in the coming years. One of the most ambitious of these plans is NASA's Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the Moon by 2024. The program includes plans for a sustainable lunar presence, with the eventual goal of establishing a permanent human settlement on the Moon. Many countries are actively involved in lunar exploration. China's Chang program has successfully landed multiple robotic missions on the Moon, and they have future plans to send astronauts to the Moon. India, Japan, and Russia are also developing their lunar exploration programs. Private companies, such as SpaceX, are also joining in on the effort. SpaceX has announced its intentions to launch a manned mission to the Moon, and other companies are developing lunar landers and other technology to support future lunar missions. But what will we discover on these new missions to the Moon? Will we finally unravel the mysteries of the Moon's formation and early history? Will we find evidence of life on Moon? Will we be able to colonize Moon? The answers to these questions remain to be seen. But one thing is clear, the Moon continues to captivate our imaginations and inspire us to explore the unknown. I hope you now know the history of Moon. If you got any value from the video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'll continue to upload incredible content on my channel. Until then, bye.